everybody? It's Bourbon Bill, and tonight, a very special episode. I can feel the anger coursing through me. We have a sample of one of the hottest releases from a legacy distillery that's a little shady. It's Woodford Double Double Oak. And no, this isn't it, but this is the shape of the bottle. Big shout out to Dave Vogelsang. Thank you, sir. He sent me a sample because he spent the money. We're going to go over how this is one of the biggest ripoffs of 2025 so far in terms of pricing. We have not tasted it yet or anything, so we'll get to that. But it comes in this exact same bottle shape as the Woodford Batch Proof. It is a 700 ml bottle. You know, the 50 mils is missing, okay? And it is Woodford Double Double Oak. So that's kind of fun, right? Double double must mean quadruple or at least triple. We'll delve into that press release in just a minute. Now, as you know, because I'm sure you watched my batch proof video for 2025. If you didn't, go watch it. What are you waiting on? You know, come on. Anyway, that is like $150 hairs, right? So why? Oh my God, why is the Woodford Double Double $200 hairs MSRP? Elizabeth McCall, you are smoking crack. Although in all fairness, she probably doesn't price it. So somebody else over there is smoking crack. That's all I gotta say. So Woodford Double Double was originally released as a distillery exclusive and has been for many years. But this year, 2025, is the year they went national. It's still at the 90.4 proof that all their stuff is known for. And okay, that's all fine, but it's just the price. You know, I think the distillery exclusives were like $60 hairs for $375. They used to be $375s. So what does that mean? That means $120 hairs. You could have got a 750 ml last year. What the fuck is this $200 hairs for a 700 ml this year? What the hell? And now we get to the part that really angers me. Oh, I almost forgot. Thank you to the sponsor of today's video, Z-Biotics. Look, you gotta take these before you have your first drink of the night. In case you're new here, we're going to go over it. Have you just not bounced back well the next day after a night out with the boys or the gals? Did you watch my Sagamore Blind Flight video? Of course, Nate and I had some of these before that video just to hang in there and be sharp the next day. Helped us out. Z-Biotics Pre-Alcohol Probiotic is the world's first genetically engineered probiotic. It was invented by those smart PhD scientists to help tackle those rough mornings after drinking. When you drink, alcohol gets converted into a toxic byproduct in the gut. And it's this byproduct, not dehydration, that's to blame for your rough next morning. Pre-alcohol here produces an enzyme that breaks down that toxic byproduct in the gut, helping you feel better the next day. So just remember, like I almost forgot, drink this before you drink this. Get plenty of rest, drink some water, and you'll feel better tomorrow. Now, click below in the description. There's a link in there. Click on that link, and that link's going to save you 15% off your first order with Z-Biotics. Here I am helping you save money yet again. So make sure to go in that description and click the link. Now, back to our regularly scheduled programming. This is a large legacy distillery. It is the Brown-Forman distillery. What is Woodford Double Oak, friends? About $60 to $65 hairs is a regular bottle of Woodford Double Oak. Woodford Double Double is not triple oaked. I said it is not triple oaked. Let that sink in. That is a lie. In the famous words of Maury Povich, the lie detector test determined that is a lie. The Double Double name's a sham. Read their press release. It's pissing me off. Read their press release. It was aged longer in the second barrel. Well, what the? That just means it's an older double oak, and that's it. And it just blows my mind that they scam people with the Double Double. And now, I never paid attention in previous years when it was distillery only because I don't live in Kentucky, so I wasn't going to get one, so whatever, didn't care. But now that it's national, it's come to my attention. The lies, folks, the lies. It's only a double oak. So, the other more embarrassing thing is Brown-Forman, the same parent company, also makes Old Forester, right? And they make Old Forester 1910, which is a double oak product. And they make a distiller exclusive Old Forester 1910 Extra Old. And you know what that is? It's a double oak where they left it in the second barrel longer. So they already know the correct terminology of extra old. So they could have called this Woodford Extra Old Double Oak or Woodford Double Oak Extra Age. They could have done that, and that would have been the truth. The truth. So the press release says it was just left in the second barrel longer, up to 2 years. So we're talking 200 doll hairs for a 6 to 7 year old product from a legacy distillery. A 90.4 proof is fucking shameful for that price. Fucking shameful. And that's embarrassing. And I hope they're not embarrassed by it, because everyone's out there sucking them up like a Hoover vacuum sucking up dirt. But I will not be, just simply because of the price. And we got to start taking stock of shit here. What else is double oaked? Because Woodford Double Double ain't even triple oak. So it's just a double oak product, okay? Now that I'm all heated up, let me see how good it is. Maybe that'll soften my hanger a little bit. Color. Damn dark for a 90.4 proof. Gotta say, the color on this is phenomenal. So even though it's only 90.4, they did a damn good job on the color here. Alright, on the nose. Man, if that ain't butterscotch toffees for days. That is the first thing I get, is butterscotch is just through the roof on this. Butterscotch, chocolate, marshmallows, maple syrup on here. The oak's there, but it's not, it's not a well-aged, seasoned oak. You know, it's not an old oak. It's just like kind of a juicy woodiness. It's not Home Depot Lumberyard. It doesn't come off young, honestly. It smells very good. Imagine the best Woodford Double Oak you've ever had and just amp it up. And that's what this is. And the saddest part here is that, again, that is 60 doll hairs. So I don't know how long they keep Woodford Double Oak in the second barrel, but literally they're charging you more than 3x for just keeping in that barrel a little bit longer. Like 2 years is, I mean, that's not really long. Sagamore Ryes do up to 4 years on some of their finishes. So I don't want to hear for a legacy distillery that that's really a big deal. Like, it's not. It's not. So that's the problem. You $60 bottle, this is almost no different other than it just stayed in the second barrel longer. And now we're up to 200 instead of 60? Like, what? Still pisses me off. But this smells like the best Woodford Double Oak you've ever had, but just a higher level. And this is what they should have been giving you. For 65 doll hairs, they should have been leaving this son of a bitch in the barrel for 2 years, and they should have been giving it to you in a 750 ml bottle for 60, 65 doll hairs. This is what Woodford Double Oak should have been. And they don't have to call it Double Double. They're ripping you off. Oh my God, it does smell wonderful. All right, down the hatch. Man, is that pretty good. Man. Oh. That's real good. I get some maple, some cherry, heavy chocolate. That butterscotch toffee, marshmallow note, it's all there. It's kind of spicy. You know, if I had this blind, I would say it's about 100, 103 proof in there somewhere. So it feels good. It's got a decent finish. It's fairly viscous on the mouthfeel. You know, they did a good job with the liquid. It's just the price. You know, if this was 150, like the batch proofs, okay. You know, those are no screaming bargain, but I do love them. 150, I'd still say it's expensive, but I could get behind it. 200 feels like a 7-Eleven gas station robbery to me. Whiskey War Double Oak. Go watch my review on this. This is actually a mash and journey pick. Barrel of the Flies. Okay, this is also, I mean, Midnight Black, right? We get the words double. And let's read what it says. A blend of straight whiskeys handcrafted in small batches and finished in a second and a third new oak barrel. Well, holy fuck, isn't that logical? Isn't that logical? Like, what? Did the idiots at Woodford not even go to like basic elementary school to know that double and then double would at least mean 3, if not 4 times, right? It really means 4 times of basic math, but, you know, common sense can get us there to 3. But, well, yeah, I'll just leave in the second barrel longer. We'll call it double if we leave it in there for 4 years. What the hell? All right, so I've beaten that to death, but that still pisses me off. So, this is High Bank Distillery out of, I believe, Ohio. Yep. And now, this is MGP, so they source this shit. They sourced it, and then they aged it right at their location, and then in a second, and then in a third barrel, because they wanted to do right by you, okay? Price on this bad boy is about 100 to 115-ish doll hairs. Huh, far cry from 200. And these son of a bitches are kind of craft, and they had to source it. They had to source it, which means they had to pay more. That is the ripoff that Woodford did to you on the Double Double. That is a legacy distillery with their own distillate, and they still fucked you like that, you know, on the price. Like, good Lord. And the proof on this, 114.4. Well, ain't no 90.4 here, is there? Pour it up in the mini here. Color, I gotta say the color is about the same. Now, you know, Whiskey War doesn't say how long it's left in those barrels, but I did ask Jason from the Mash and Drum what the age was on this, and I think he said it's about 6 years. So it's in the age range of the Woodford Double Double, right? Whiskey War Double Double? Oh man, it's like juicy fruit, candied oak on this one. The butterscotch is here, but it's not as marshmallowy and like smoky and mapley, right? This one's all, yeah, the butterscotch note is like 100x on this. That's really the difference. The Whiskey War Double Double, I get chocolate. I get a good cherry dose though. Man, that's good. All right, down the hatch. Man, is that good. Man, is that good. Obviously, the proof's higher, right? Longer finish, a little bit more viscous on the mouthfeel. I'll say that it's not as complex of a ride, even though it's triple oaked, right? It's got all that woodiness. It's got the cherry. It's got the chocolate, but it's missing like kind of that butterscotch and maple thing. So the Woodford Double Oak has that in a kind of different way, right? But the Whiskey War is a little more simple, but I think it's equally as good. And when you look at the price difference, oh, you know, back to the Woodford Double Double. Okay, now coming back to the Woodford Double Double, it's kind of, it has been washed out, you know, due to the higher proof. I'm not picking out all those flavors that I was before on the first sip when it was, you know. So, you know, if you really love Woodford Double Oak, you might prefer the Woodford Double Oak. I think if you're just a Double Oak guy, regardless of brand, you're going to probably prefer the Whiskey War, and your wallet's certainly going to prefer the Whiskey War, okay? And support them. They're actually giving you a true Double Double. Peerless Double Oak, baby. Now this happens to be a store pick, but considering the Woodford Double Double is not really any more than the Woodford Double Oak, that just aged a little longer, Peerless is a good alternative. It's just a Double Oak because that's all it is. They're not lying to you. And Peerless is a true craft distillery. This is their own distillate. Now this store pick was almost 7 years old, you know, in that 6 range somewhere, heading towards 7. So again, in the same age range. Price on this I think was about $115 hairs. It was a pick though. But there are shelfer versions of this for like $89 hairs now. So let that sink in. You pick up a shelf version of this, it's over $110 hairs cheaper, MSRP wise, than the Woodford. And Woodford's legacy. Oh, God, that just stings, right? Peerless Double in the mini. Alright, color compared to the Woodford. Oh, the Peerless is a little bit darker. Here we go. On the nose. God damn. This had like some cinnamon to it. Chocolate. And the oak here feels older and more mature. Okay, so that's kind of cool. Wow. Wow. Alright, cherries for days as well. Down the hatch. Oh, that's a ticket. Man, oh day. The oak feels so much more mature here. There's still chocolate. There's like a huge cherry note on this. There's some cinnamon on here. It's different. It doesn't have the butterscotch vanilla maple thing that the Woodford Double has, but this is a better sip for less money. Okay, so let that sink in. We're gonna go with 2 grades tonight. My grade on the flavor and the liquid inside the bottle for the Woodford Double Double Oak is gonna be an A. I think it's pretty damn good. I did enjoy it a lot. My grade, factoring in price and the no lube screw job they gave you, D. I think the pricing is so out of whack on this. Just based on what else is in the market, right? And not even from legacy distilleries. Like, guys, a true double-double here, 3 barrels, they're sourcing it. Okay, that costs more. They're still making money on these at like $100, $115, right? And flavor profile is a little bit different, but this is better, right? It's better, okay? What can you say? It's a little bit different flavor profile, but it's better. True craft distillery, distilling their own, low barrel entry proof, sweet mash, double oak product. Again, significantly cheaper than the Woodford Double Double. So I just can't, in good faith, when thinking of your wallet, recommend the Woodford Double Double. I mean, I can't. Is it better than Woodford Double Oak? Sure. But it's what Woodford Double Oak should have been for all these years, right? And it's really sad in 2025, we did a lot of talk about, oh, the whiskey market's crashing, and I don't see that, but people are just sick of being fucked and screwed by these distilleries. And at the time when people are sick of overpaying, right, for whiskey, Woodford comes out with like one of the most overpriced things. This is like wild turkey level of fuckery here. This, like, I don't know, guys. Like, I know maybe they're just trying to cash in, right, before the fall, the bust, as in the market. But it is just sad. Is the stuff really good? Hell yeah, it's really good. If $200 don't mean a lot to you, go ahead and buy it. If you don't mind just feeling ripped off by them, I mean, you might not. If $200 don't mean a lot to you, you're like, whatever, it's delicious, Bourbon Bill, full of shit. Look, it is delicious, I'll give you that, but when you look at the market and the other things in it, they're just so far out of touch, right? So far out of touch. And you haven't seen these big of swings and misses other than like Wild Turkey. It's like, what is going on around here? What is going on at Woodford? God, is he even better than the batch brew for this year? Fuck no, I don't think it is. Guys, I just tasted it. I even think the Woodford batch brew from this year hangs with it. Sure, this isn't double oak, but different flavor profiles. But this is the same quality of liquid, and they price this $50 less. It's in the same bottle. It's the same amount of liquid. It's like, I don't know. Woodford, you frustrated me. If you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you next time. Have a good evening, everybody.